Welcome to Council Action. My name is Elizabeth Couts. I'm the mayor of the city of Burnsville. Council Action is a summary of the council's meeting on Tuesday, May 21st at 2019 at 100 Civic Center Parkway in the council chambers. At 5:30, the meeting was called to order, but delayed until 5:35 when all other council members could be at the dais. We begin our meetings with a moment of silence and followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we move on to our announcements and proclamations. Our announcements have to do with all upcoming meetings. Council meetings are scheduled for Tuesday, June 4th at 5:30 p.m., Tuesday, June 18th at 5:30 p.m. Work sessions are scheduled for Tuesday, June 11th at 5:30 p.m. and Tuesday, July 9th at 5:30 p.m. We also have a special work session that's scheduled for Tuesday, May 28th at 4 p.m. That meeting is going to be held in Conference Room D. All other meetings are in the council chambers. The special council work session meeting is really about interviewing all of the candidates for our commissions. And we did not have we had one proclamation and the recognition for the students who are entering military, and the proclamation had to do with the Burnsville Yellow Ribbon. And then our Burnsville Yellow Ribbon organization really addresses the needs of our families who are being deployed, our military families. And we also, this is the fourth year that we are recognizing the students who have chosen the military as their postgraduate work, post-secondary work. This is really very much a thing that we want to honor these students who are going into the military to serve our country, and we thank them for their service. And then we move on to, I'd ask that you tune into the City Council meeting and see that recognition and what we do for our military students. And then we move on to citizens' comments, and we did have one individual who came before the City Council to speak to an issue. This gentleman is homeless, and he wanted to address a letter he received. The letter did not come from the city. The letter was on his windshield at the Walmart parking lot. Anyway, we have directed staff to do some work and come back to us at a work session, and we'll see how we address the issues of homeless folks who are sleeping in their cars. So we will address this at a work session after staff does some background work. And then we move on to additions to the final agenda, and there were no emergency items to come before the City Council. And then we move on to the consent agenda. And on the consent agenda, we approved all of the minutes of our past meetings. We approved claims listing. We also approved the budget amendments for the purchase of additional snow and ice control materials. We also authorized the project plans and specifications and ordered the advertisement for bids for the Sue Fisher Memorial Dugout Replacement Project. We approved and received the bids and awarded the contract for the 2019 contract sewer cleaning and televising. And we approved the plans and specifications and ordered the advertisement for bids for the trail rehabilitation on Cliff Road and County Road 5 project. We also approved the purchase of audio console and stage box for the Ames Center. And that was the end of the consent agenda. And we move on to the regular agenda, and there were no items on the regular agenda, but the Economic Development Authority meeting convened, and that item is being continued to the next month. And this has to do with the sale of one of our properties that we received from tax forfeiture. The public hearing was held, but the resolution to approve the purchase and development contract between the Burnsville Economic Development Authority and the Burnsville Coffee LLC, and to approve the conveyance of the land is delayed, and is continued to the next session. So that item is being continued. And there were no other items to come before the Economic Development Authority, and that item, and then that meeting was adjourned. And then on the council meeting, it was reconvened. There were no other items to come before the City Council, and the meeting was adjourned. I'd like to remind everyone that council action replays at 6 a.m. and noon, 6 p.m. and midnight. And the City Council meetings replay at various times on Sunday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Saturday. And I encourage all of you to watch the following to see how you can view past meetings and current meetings via the internet at www.burnsvillemn.gov. I'm Elizabeth Kautz, Mayor of the City of Burnsville. Thank you for joining me, and continue to make a difference.